Hi, Jaden. Would you like to introduce where you're from?
Hi, I'm Jaden Randall from Bryan County.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
So, Jaden, what is your biggest accomplishment that you have made to
Uh,
you?
my proudest accomplishment is publishing a book at 15. It's an affirmation book for little kids, and I thought I could help through the pandemic. I'm going on to donate to some of my old elementary school teachers and libraries within my surrounding area to help boost self-esteem and assure kids confidence.
Nice. Very nice.
All right, I have a question. If you could share a meal with any four individuals, living or dead, who would they be?
Uh, First, I will have to go with Kobe Bryant. I love basketball. I love Kobe. I would love to get a chance to sit down with him and hold a conversation with his discipline and his competitive nature and his sense of humor. Second would be J. Cole. He has a unique way of putting messages and telling a story inside of his music. Third would be Beyonce. I've gone to her concerts and no one works like she does. She pays attention to the smallest details. How she does all that with her family and then still able to give back to the community is inspiring. And then lastly, will have to be Mike Tyson. The man bit someone's ear off, and I would love to see him do that with some state.
Awesome answer.
So I'll ask your last question. If you had a warning label, what would you say?
If I had a warning label, it would be never met a stranger. Uh, my life as an army brat and the only child has allowed me to go to so many cool places and meet so many cool different people from different backgrounds, races, and religions. So from these experiences, I feel that there are no strangers here. They're just friends that I haven't met yet, and 4-H allows me to do all that.
That's great.
Thank you.
Hey, Lucy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm Lucy Wiegert and I'm from Bleckley County.
All right, so I have a question for you, Lucy. What is your favorite television show?
As of right now, I've really been into watching Survivor. I started watching 2 seasons on Netflix, only two that are on there over Christmas break, and I got like obsessed with it. But we don't have Paramount Plus, which is the main provider that's on at home. My aunt and uncle have it. So I've been slowly going over to their house and watching the rest of the seasons. I've convinced myself that I would like totally win if I went on it.
So what is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
My favorite sport to play is golf. I've been playing since sixth grade, and I just finished up my junior season last Tuesday at state. Our team won sixth overall, and I won third individually with round scores of 78 and 79.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
All right, I got one. Putting aside necessities, what would be one thing you couldn't live without?
Definitely Disney Plus. I probably watch Disney Plus every single day, whether it's Marvel or Star Wars or just like a princess movie. Every single day, watch Disney Plus. I couldn't live without it.
I have to agree with you on that one. Well, Lucy, thank you for joining today, and I wish you good luck for senior board.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kaylee Robbins and I'm from Pierce County.
Okay. So what would you say that you're passionate about?
I love to sing and act. And I'm in our school's competition, like acting, whatever it's called, one act. And we won region, but we didn't win state. But I love doing it.
Oh, that's great.
All right, I have a question, if I may.
Okay.
What is your favorite book to read?
That's a hard one because there's so many, but I do love Harry Potter.
I hear that's a really good book to read.
All right, well, I've got one last question for you. If you had a warning label, what would yours be?
It would probably be something like I'm shy, but if you get to know me, I could be, a cool person, and I could maybe make you laugh. I could try at least.
Well, that is a very good quality to have, and thank you for talking to us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, I'm Lydia Bellflower and I'm from Bleckley County.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, I guess I'll ask the first question. What is the best gift you have been given so far?
Definitely would be both of my guitars. For my 16th birthday, I received a Martin acoustic guitar and it's my baby. I have to take it everywhere with me if I go on an overnight trip. And for my 17th birthday this past year, I received a Fender Telecaster and it's just great. I love it.
Do you play guitar often?
Very, very often. Yes.
That's good.
I have to say I'm a bit jealous of that, just a little, as I'm sitting here looking at my guitar over here. But anyways, I have a question for you. What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote would definitely have to be "Wrinkles Only Go Where the Smiles Have Been." That's a Jimmy Buffett quote from one of his songs titled Barefoot Children.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Do you collect anything?
Yes, of course. So with playing guitar, you kind of develop a love for music. And I have recently found that I have a deeper love for older music. And so I started collecting vinyl records a few years ago. Every time I go into an antique store, I have to look through all the boxes to see if I can find a treasure.
Yeah, I have that too.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming and good luck.
Thank you.
So, hey, Kaylee Ray, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good. So, how's your year been going?
It's going.
So, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. I'm Kaylee Ray Bradford, and I'm a sophomore from Wayne County.
I have a question for you, Kaylee. So, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies are softball, 4-H, FFA, FCA, HOSA, travel softball with the Cage organization. You name it, I pretty much do it.
Wow, that's a good little list there.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully playing college level softball and pursuing a career in either physical therapy or marine biology. I have not made up my mind yet.
It's always good to have options.
All right, I'll ask the last question. If you had a warning label, what would it be?
It would probably say, warning, this girl is crazy, very determined, loyal. She won't give up easily. She can talk your ears off for sure and is very competitive. So,
Well, those are good traits to go in, but thank you for joining us tonight and good luck for senior board.
thank you.
Hey, Amaya, how are you?
I'm good, Grace. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you excited?
I'm very excited to go back to Rock Eagle soon.
Me too. Well, hey, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes. So, hello, y'all. My name is Amaya Elam, and I am an upcoming sophomore at Ware County High School.
So what is your go-to guilty pleasure?
Okay, so oh my gosh, a lot of people know this about me. If you don't know me, this is the first thing you know about me. Every day I have to have at least 2 to 3 cups of iced coffee. This is kind of really unhealthy, especially since I want to be a volleyball player and coffee stunts your growth. But my go-to guilty pleasure, I have to make my iced coffee every morning, or I have to go to Dunkin' to go get it.
Okay.
All right, I got one. If you could time travel, what year would you go back to?
Oh, that's a really good one. So this may be really cliche, but if I had to time travel back to a year, it would for sure be 2019. A lot of great things happened to me in 2019. I became the president of the Southeast District Junior Board. It was my second year going into Clovers and Company. I got selected for All State Chorus. Just a lot of great things happened in 2019. And it was really our last year of the normal before our new normal. So I would probably travel back to 2019.
I don't blame you at all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with living the good times in life. So,
All right, Amaya, I have the last question for you, and that is, where do
Okay.
you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, so in 5 years, y'all, I want to do a lot. In 5 years, I hope to be going to the University of Georgia. I want to play D1 volleyball there, and I want to be doing a major in political science with a minor in music and agriculture. And I would love to be a 4-H agent or work at the state office while I'm pursuing my master's. And also while I'm at school, I would really love to work at Rock Eagle because 4-H has a really big and special place in my heart. And I love seeing all the ways that young adults can help youth be just where they were and help them succeed. I also want to make sure that I work with Capitol leaders and things like that so that I can become part of the U.S. Senate as well.
That's awesome. Some great big goals there.
Thank you.
Well, good luck to you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Grace.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good.
That's good. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Yes, I'm Amaya Gardner, and I'm a junior at Jenkins County High.
Okay.
All right, I'll ask the first question. What has been your favorite family vacation?
It's pretty funny, and it's gonna sound very childish, but I love going. My favorite family vacation is going to Disney World. That is when my family said we're going to Disney World this year, I'd be like, yay, because that's my favorite place. That's my little childhood just comes out of me, and I'll just be so happy. I have more fun than my little siblings do, and my cousins, and they're like in elementary school. I have more fun than they do, so it just be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Disney World is great. I would go there any summer.
Yeah, I really can't blame you there. You can't get much better than Disney. But anyways, my question for you is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I see myself graduating from UGA. It's my dream school from studying political science because I want to become a lawyer. And hopefully, finishing off my year of being on the flag team at UGA and going to law school, get into a great program there, and hopefully become a great lawyer.
Awesome plans. I love that.
So, who was your favorite teacher in school and why?
I have two, actually. One is my algebra teacher, Ms. Drake, and the other one is my food, career, and science teacher, Ms. Cope. And they're like my second moms. They get on to me, they're like, permission to do anything, punish me or anything. And so every time I just, if I don't see them, I be sad, or they don't come to school that day. I just be texting like, where you at? You need to be at school. And they be like, I'm sick, and I'm like, just come to school anyway. I will hold your hair while you throw up in the bucket. So it's just a lot of fun. I'm friends with their sons, so we go to each other's house, and it's just a lot of fun. They're my favorite. I love them.
And that's good.
Graduate. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming today, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Hey, Megan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited for DPA?
Yes, definitely.
All right. So, how about you introduce yourself to everybody?
Hey, y'all. I'm Megan Miller, and I'm from Tatnall County.
Well, hey, Megan, I've got the first question. What is something you are passionate about?
I am passionate about dancing. I started dancing when I was 3 years old and have my 12th recital this Saturday. And my DPA project is dance, and I use dance for community service. I volunteer to help dance at my Dance and Diva studio, and I perform at festivals. During quarantine, I actually sent videos to a talent show that sent them to funeral homes. And I mean, not nursing homes. So, yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing about 4-H?
I personally love DPA. You get to meet many great people and make lots of friends. Any trip to Rock Eagle is great, but getting to compete is very fun.
That's good.
All right. I have a question for you. Would you rather have vacation at Hawaii or Alaska, and why?
I would choose to go to Hawaii because it's hot and I love the sun. I would love to see the beautiful sunrises and sunsets. And there's a lot of things to do, like go to the beach, see waterfalls, dolphin tours, all kinds of stuff.
That's really good. I'd choose Hawaii too. Alaska is really cold. So, well, thank you for joining us tonight,
Thank you.
and I wish you the best of luck for senior board.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm pretty excited. A little nervous though, hearing everybody else's answers.
I'm sure you'll do great. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm Mia Carver. I'm a sophomore in Bacon County.
So, Mia, how do you feel about surprises? Do you like them or do you dislike them?
I am not a surprise person. Especially if I like kind of am starting to figure out that someone's trying to surprise me, because then I'm like, what is going on? Like, I like to be in control of things.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to be in the know. Like, I want to know what's happening.
I understand that too.
All right, I have a question. Does your family have a motto, spoken or unspoken?
We actually, a lot of like my uncles have always said that if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. And that's something that we've all learned the hard way, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a question, and we've asked this question a couple times, and I like all the answers, and some are funny, and some of them I really relate to. So here's the question: if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Probably that, like, you know, like the little labels that come on fragile things that are like warning contents are fragile, because I am very likely to be a little emotional every once in a while.
That's awesome. I kind of, well, yeah, I'm the same way. But anyways, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope that you have a great rest of your evening, and good luck in everything you do.
Thank you.
Hey, Jesse, thank you for coming. I have the first question. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
If I was a superhero, I think the power I would choose would be the power to change size, because my favorite superhero is Ant-Man, and that seems like a really cool power.
Hey, Jesse, I have a question. What is your favorite fast food chain?
My favorite fast food chain, well, those of you who know me in 4-H from some of my other events, like the other 2 DPAs I've been to at Rock Eagle, well, no, I have a small obsession with this fast food chain known as Subway. I love it. I could eat it every day. I get really sad when we don't go there with my county. And I actually ate there 3 times during the week of my birthday. So yeah, Subway.
All right, and last question for you is, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? That is a tricky question. My favorite movie, I would say my favorite movie is probably, I'd say Captain America Civil War. It came out, I think, 2016. It was a very good movie. One of the first movies I remember seeing in theaters, actually. And it's also the reason that Ant-Man is my favorite superhero.